Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, TikTok. You are watching Live with LWL, Lindsay with Love, and today is Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. Already, I'm an energy artist, an ascension guide, and I'm here to raise the frequency of the planet by reminding you of how powerful you are from an energetic perspective. You create your reality. Let's go. I'm getting so much better at my intro. I'm so proud of myself. Okay. Red, white, blue, welcome to the chat. Bubble crew, welcome. If you plan on staying around for the show, please say hello. And it doesn't sound like I've missed a beat with you. That's exactly why I was on a self-care hiatus. Well, welcome back to the chat, my friend. If you plan on sticking around and you're new here, say hello so I can say hi. Oh, thank you for the flower crown. That's very cute. Very cute. Garland headpiece. I don't know why TikTok calls it a garland headpiece. It's clearly a flower crown. Okay. Let's get going with the show. I do want to, good morning, Bubble crew. Thanks for saying hi. Welcome to the chat. I was ready to push the go button, literally. And then my hair was kind of like caught up and it was a little wild, like it always is, but like more wild. And I went like this to put my hair behind my ears and my earring flung off. And then I was like, okay, I caught the back of it and then I was like, okay, where's my earring? So then I flung my hair all around. I took my robe off. I was shaking everything out. I was like, I have to find this earring. So I found the earring. Then, as I was putting my robe back on, I could tell this nail was like kind of on its last legs, and I don't go back to the salon until Saturday. And I was like, oh, I've been gluing it, right? Starting yesterday. And as I was putting my robe on, my nail popped off, and I was like, oh my gosh. What the heck? Lindsay 4 years ago would have lost her crap. It would have been the end of the day. It's the worst day ever. I'm not going live on TikTok. Now I'm pissed off. I'm frustrated. I'm going to be out of flow state. I'm not going to get what I want done. Lindsay now is like, oh, okay. Like, what are the odds, right? I just thought it was kind of funny. I giggled because, like, seriously. It's like my earring, then my nail. Like, come on. Come on. All right. VIP Deborah, thank you for the superpowers. Usagi, welcome to the chat. Soul Life Purpose, thanks for the likes. All right, I had to share that with you guys because I just thought it was funny, honestly. When we can't laugh at ourselves in the circumstances, it's a good indication of where you're at from a frequency perspective. That's why I said Lindsay 4 years ago would have lost her mind. I would have been mad. I would have been frustrated. I would have been annoyed. I would have probably gotten a little huffy and puffy, a little red, maybe sweaty, whatever it is. But now I'm like, okay, well, you better run to the bathroom and get your nail glue, girlfriend, because you have a show to do. So get on with your life, right? Get on with your life. All right. VIP Catherine says, good morning, Court. Welcome back to the chat. It's nice to see you here again. VIP Catherine says, yep, Catherine 2.0 just laughs when everything happens like that. Yeah, exactly. Would Mars have anything to do with that? Mars is retrograde in Cancer. I don't know. I don't know if Mars would have anything to do with that. All right. Let's get on with the show. Today I'm going to talk with you guys about, let me pull my notes out to the side so I can see my YouTubers and I can see you and I can see my notes. Life is good. So today I was on a bit of a, I really want to finish Florence Scovel Shinn, but I only want to bring her into the conversation when my creativity, like I'm just not like, I don't have something prepared. So we'll see if we get to her today, but maybe we'll go to her tomorrow. I don't know, because I listened to something really powerful today and I want to share it with you. Good morning, Shay Shay is in the house. Hey Shay Shay. It's nice to see you in my comments on my YouTube video, or my TikTok video yesterday, Shay Shay. All right, so I have been reading a book about epigenetics, because I'm curious and because it's going to help me with a new course that I'm launching soon, which I'm very excited for. I don't know how soon, but it's in the works. The idea is there and the outline is on paper, but I need to do some testing with some people first before I bring it out to the community. I want to make sure it works. So I've been studying. I've been reading about epigenetics and all these different things. Very fascinating information. And I started YouTubing because I was like, well, I've been listening to a lot of Bashar and I listened to Abraham Hicks and I'm like, I'm kind of tired. Like manifesting is great, right? But if you're in that slump of my energy is still jacked, like how can I manifest? I still have the limiting beliefs. I can't manifest. And we've got to get that right first before we get into this whole manifesting thing, right? I am of the theory. It's my idea, or it's my belief, I guess, that I would rather have a solid energetic foundation. Because I want to be able to manifest whatever I want, whenever I want. I don't want to just be able to manifest sometimes. that's just me. I would rather go through it like one foot at a time, get the energy right, and then when I'm right with myself, now the whole world is mine, rather than like piecemealing it together and like sometimes I'm winning and sometimes I'm not. I want to win like all the time. So I would rather put in the work on the front end to make sure I'm always winning. That's me. That's what I desire, okay? So I'm looking always on ways to help other people release limiting beliefs, really change their internal energy, because I know that is how you're going to manifest consistently. When you are in a high vibration consistently, you are always going to get what you want. Now, the timing could be quick or it could be slow, but what does that even mean? It just depends on your perspective, right? It could be fast, it could be slow, but that's your perspective, so it's all relative anyway. All I know is when we are in a high vibration, we will always get what we want. And I will admit to the world that I always want to get what I want. I'm a human after all. How interesting is that? If you are sticking around for the show, please say hello in the chat. Jess E, thank you for the follow. VIP Deborah, what is that? Ideology, Shay Shay. Yeah, Shay Shay. Epigenetics is the study of kind of, the epi part, I'm not sure, but we know what genetics are, right? Epigenetics is like the study of like genes. And the biology of genes, the quantum physics of genes, epigenetics. I mean, let me speak intelligently on it. The study of, cell functions that do not involve DNA sequence alterations. Okay, Wikipedia tells me that epigenetics is the study of heritable traits or cell function changes that do not involve DNA sequence alterations. In other words, at the beginning, when DNA was discovered, they thought that DNA was what passed down every single trait to us. Then they realized that the DNA is not the end-all be-all to this idea, and genes play an important role. But what's important to realize is that the genes do not control your life either. And so that's kind of the study of this field, is like, what are the genes there for? What do they really matter to? How much of our genes are actually passed down? We have genes that are turned off. We have genes that are turned on. We have, in the book I read, we're like only 1,000 genes away from a gene count perspective of like a centipede or something. So it's not about the amount of genes either, around like the complexity of the system, which is like humans versus a centipede. So it's quite interesting. I'm not trying to get into all the science of it because I don't really want to know all that information. I don't, but I want to know the right information that I need for this course to be successful. And that is why I'm studying it. Milliam Ruiz, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Let me see who else is in the chat and is joining. Hello, Vivi. Hello, this is Ting. Hey, welcome back to the show. I think you were here yesterday or a couple of days ago. Maybe yesterday because it's only Monday. All right. Thank you, Shay Shay, for sharing my live. VIP, Catherine says, yes, it's very cool. It is very cool. And it's quite interesting. And it's one of the newest fields of kind of like biology, scientific studies. One of the newest. Good morning, VIP Aaron is in the house. Shoot, VIP Aaron probably knows all about epigenetics. Okay. So in true Lindsay fashion, Vivi, thank you for the roses. I appreciate you being a title gifter and lighting up my gift gallery. Hey, Mel Al, welcome to the chat. So in true Lindsay fashion, when I am creating something, I want to do it 100. I don't want to do it half-assed, as my dad would say. He says, go for it, do it right the first time. And so I'm studying and really gathering information that I need. Thank you for joining my team. I always listen to your videos for months. Really? This is Ting. Huh. Have you said hello to me ever before? Well, welcome. Well, thanks for being here for so many months. VIP Aaron, thanks for the heart me. So I started studying, I started doing some YouTube research, and if you know Dr. Joe Dispenza, he's really big into this. There's a bunch of people that are in the spiritual community that are really big into it. It just makes sense, right? Because it's all about programming your body, programming your energy. What our genes are part of our body, they're part of our energy. So I kind of went down this little bit of a rabbit hole this morning, and I landed on some stuff we already know that I'm going to share with you. It's a reminder, but no, just now. Okay, there you go. You're just hanging out in the background. That's okay. Thanks for joining us in the conversation. I'm proud of you. So there's going to be some things you already know, but there's also going to be things that I think are going to be perspective shifts, and I know they were for me. And it's interesting because I think we were talking about this maybe just last week or something. So beautiful synchronicity. First and foremost, before I begin, I will share with you a couple of my own synchronicities. I'm not going to share everything because I'm going to be sharing this information in my vlog series. So my vlog posts on Friday afternoon. Reminder, Friday afternoon on YouTube at I'm Lindsay with Love. You guys, I don't really think they're going to ban TikTok. TikTok brings in way too much money to our economy. But if they do, please go follow me on YouTube. And I'm also on Instagram at Lindsay with Love. You'll see my face there. So same handles. You'll find me Instagram, YouTube. You'll find me on Facebook, but I do not log on to Facebook. So just as an FYI. Okay, so I was listening to, I found it very interesting this morning. I looked up and I saw an angel number, and it's an old angel number from when I had my first ever awakening. And I was like, oh, okay, now I have 2 angel numbers that have come back, possibly 3, but I haven't seen the 3rd one twice. So I'm just like, I'm not looking for it, but I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. And I was guided back to Dr. Joe Dispenza. And Dr. Joe Dispenza is one of the first people I started listening to during my spiritual awakening, because he has some really powerful information, and his story. Now, I'm big on the story. I'm like, if you did this for your life, then I know this is evidence that I can do it for mine. But I'm really hesitant to follow anybody that has not changed their life in the way that I desire. I just won't, because I'm like, you didn't actually do it, you're just talking. So Dr. Joe Dispenza is the real deal. And do I share this with you? I'm going to share the rest of this in my vlog series, so stay tuned. But I did want to show you guys, I got this super cool book. It's like a whole volume. I feel like it's like the volume of your life each year. I wanted to get the pink one that had my initials, but it would take a month to get it to me, and I was very impatient. I wanted it yesterday. I ordered it yesterday, I got it yesterday. So check this out. It's really great. I'm going to flip to a page that's not written on, but it's just a date, and it's literally just a journal all the way through the end of the year. And it has some calendars at the beginning, whatever, if that's what you want. But I'm using it to document my spiritual journey, because you guys know I'm on one. Another one, a deepening of what I'm already doing. So I'm very excited, and oh my gosh, I'm already halfway done writing on this page today. And I'm like, shoot, I need longer pages. But this is really awesome, you guys. I got this on Amazon. I really hate saying that I got it on Amazon, but you know, when the impatience calls, that's where you go. And yeah. My partner's like, that's cool, you could put like the volumes of your life. And I was like, yeah, and then somebody's gonna find it and they're gonna be like, this girl was crazy. But I think it's gonna be funny. And then when I'm floating in the ethers, I'll be like, I wonder what happened. This is Tink says, I was bookmarking your videos. If TikTok shuts down, where can I watch you from here on? Yep, you can watch me on YouTube at I am Lindsay with Love, you guys. Could somebody that is like one of my VIPs, YouTube, can you just write the handles? Like, can you write for me for other people to see? YouTube at I am Lindsay with Love, Instagram at Lindsay with Love. It's very simple. It's very, I mean, the nomenclature is the same throughout all the platforms. I think that's important when you're building a brand, except for YouTube, because somebody has Lindsay with Love. But every so often I do check to see if it's available. So Life Purpose says, yeah, I love Dr. Joe's story. Yeah, me too. So we're going to talk about Dr. Joe, because he's back in my vortex. He's back in my energetic field for some reason. And well, of course I know the reason, but I'm very excited for it. And I'm extremely excited to share with you in my vlog the download that I received about why. Because the why this morning, I've chosen just sharing it with you. When I received the why, I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. This really makes sense. Dr. Joe Dispenza, now this is a couple of different videos I watched. They were short clips, like 15 minutes here, 6 minutes there, and I just kind of compiled what I thought was useful and informative and helpful. I watched a 6-minute video, and he was just talking about changing your life and whatever. And he says, if you are source, in other words, you're listening to me because you know you're energy. You know you're a light worker, you know you're a spiritual being, you recognize that this physical reality is not the end all be all. That's why you're interested in this conversation with me, or otherwise you would not be hanging out with me. So congratulations, you're awake. You have made it past the first level. There are many people still flopping around like human beings on Earth, and that's okay. That's okay, because it's not your job to wake anybody up. It's your job to walk the talk. In other words, you have the wisdom and you walk in that wisdom. And by walking in that wisdom, what you do is you prove out the wisdom. That's why I said I don't follow people that don't have what I want. Why? What would be the point? I don't need to be entertained. I'm entertaining myself every day. My guides are entertaining me all day. I'm busy creating. So unless you have what I want, I'm not consuming whatever it is, right? That's just my own personal like MO. That's my vibe, right? Thank you, Catherine, VIP Catherine. I appreciate you. Go girl. Thank you so much. You are the best, my friend. Thank you. I knew it would be you, Catherine. I knew it would be you. Debbie, thank you for the follow. Ange B, thank you for the follow. Okay, Bex is in the house. Hey, Bex. You can't sneak in today. I'm seeing you. Okay, so he says, if you are source, Dr. Joe Dispenza, if you are source, get ready for your mind to be blown. Why would you go anywhere to get anything? Oh, it was good. When I heard it, I was like, oh, he said that. Dr. Joe said that. If you are source, because you are, put the label on it that you want. I accidentally tapped on a Tony Robbins speech today. Maybe not accidentally, I was curious. I tapped on it intentionally. And I'm grateful that I did, because he was talking about call it what you want. He was like, call it God, call it source, call it universe, call it what you want. And I was like, yes, Tony, thank you for the confirmation, right? If you are source, then why would you go anywhere to get anything? So Dr. Joe goes on, and this is not in the same conversation. Now we're in a different conversation, you guys. I just piecemealed some powerful YouTube conversations together. Mic drop, yeah, big time, VIP Catherine. VIP Deborah says 1000% on that. Mel L says, whoa. Haha, good morning, Bex. Good morning. So what's the point of going anywhere else? Now, you would say, well, I have to go out to learn something new. Well, of course, right? But recognize that once you learn it, you implement it, and now you're winning, right? So people join the Cosmic Collective, they join the Manifesting Club because they want the guidance. But there's going to come a time where you no longer really need my guidance. And in fact, that's the goal. It doesn't mean you have to quit the Cosmic Collective. It could just mean that now you're viewing it from a different layer, a different level, a different perspective, right? My goal with every single one of my clients is to no longer have them as my client, because that means I did my job in guiding them to their wholeness, right? Isn't that powerful? That's beautiful. It's kind of like a very strange business model, but whatever. I'm here and I'm doing it, right? I've subbed you on YouTube, a lot of Lindsay. Thank you so much. This is Ting. VIP Deborah says, my mom knew that years and years ago, that we're source, and if we want something done, we need to go do it, probably. VIP Deborah says, yes. So we'll start there, and then this is where I got really like, of course, I understand that first concept, but I do think it's important to remind people. You guys know that. That's why you're like intuitively, you're like, whoa. That's why intuitively Catherine is VIP Catherine is mic drop. Mel is like, whoa. It's because it hit you and you're like, oh yeah, actually, thanks for the reminder. It's not like, oh, let me ponder that, right? It's like, oh, thanks for telling me again, because maybe I forgot. So, Court, can I elaborate on if you are source, then why would you go anywhere to get anything? Yes, of course, I can elaborate. So if you are source energy, we're all from the same energy, the same source energy. Everything is energy, and it all came from the same place, whatever that place is. And so if we are all connected to that energy, then the innate wisdom is already inside of us. But sometimes we forget that, or sometimes we don't know, we're still sleeping, we wake up and we realize, whoa, literally whoa. How all of a sudden I woke up one day, by waking up I mean I was sitting on a balcony in Los Angeles, 2 blocks from Staples Center, a beautiful condo, my partner's old home. And we were sitting on the balcony hanging out, watching the traffic go by. He's on one-way streets, and so a lot of the times people would go the wrong way if they weren't accustomed to driving in downtown, and we would say, wrong way, wrong way. And we would have fun just people watching, hanging out, watching the sunset, watching the traffic go by, the sun hitting off the cars, really beautiful scenes. And one minute, it was normal Lindsay, and the next minute it was, how do I just all of a sudden know all of these things? All of a sudden. It's like a stream of information had just connected to my brain, and now all of a sudden I had all this knowledge that I never had before. Where did it come from? Well, it came from source energy, right? Because source energy is wise, most intelligent, loving, encouraging, supportive energy. It is the energy that is ebbing through us. It is the energy that we are comprised of, that this is comprised of, my mouse, that my Kindle is comprised of. And it's just configured differently for every single thing to make that thing, right? And so if you are source energy, you have the same wisdom that is source energy that you think is outside of you, inside of you. so you don't have to go anywhere else. But what you do need to kind of do, I don't like to say what you need to do because I don't want to tell people what to do. From my own experience, what I did is I started to meditate. I calmed down my mind. I found a nice energetic flow of the body, because when you're calm, you can open up the mind and allow these streams to come to you, this information, right? Yes, it's about wisdom. Exactly. You got it. There you go. VIP Deborah says, I really like that. VIP Catherine sounds so good. I know it does. And I'm like so excited that I get to call her that now. I really am. So, holy cow. It seems like I'm super lagged on YouTube. That's crazy. Okay. So he goes on to say in a different video, he says, and this is where I want you guys to really tap in, maybe close your eyes if you're in a space to do that and hear the words I'm about to say to you. Most people are living in a state of readiness. You're probably fighting with that statement right now because you're like, that's not true. I wasn't ready to go get my promotion. I'm not ready to post submit on my video. I'm not ready to launch my program. I'm not ready to get married. I'm not ready to decide if I want children. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for that. But hear me out, because I was a little bit mind blown. I was like, whoa, this is a huge perspective shift. He goes on to say, you're ready to get up. You're ready to go to your stressful job. You're ready to turn on your fight or flight hormones. You are ready. VIP Deborah says, I just got tingles through my whole body. You're ready. You're living in a state of readiness. Unfortunately, you're just not ready for the thing you want. You're ready for all the wrong things, right? We're going to go into why that is, okay? But I mean, I'm ready to wake up in the morning. I'm ready to wake up. I'm ready to get my steps in. I'm ready to meditate. I'm ready to come live on YouTube and TikTok until my earring flings out and my nail falls off, but then I get back ready, right? I've created a life of readiness, but a readiness with ease. But some people have created a life of readiness, but a readiness to be constantly stressed and living in survival mode. Oh my gosh, you're gonna come onto my live and be rude to me. That's so weird. Okay. I am somebody that's living a new age spirituality because I did not live when Jesus was living. So it's hard for me to be a traditional spiritual person versus a new age spiritual person. Let's stop labeling things, you guys. If it works for you and it works for many others, choose your beliefs. You choose your beliefs, I'll choose mine. But do not think you're gonna come into my page and be rude and not get blocked. Okay. Thank you, Vivi, for the heart or the roses. Let's keep going on with the show, shall we? So he goes on to talk about how, and we already know this, we know that if we have a very strong emotional response to something, it's harder to let that response go, right? We all kind of know that. It's kind of just intuitive knowledge. D Saturn, yeah, we're not going to go into religion. I don't talk about religion here. Well, readiness and preparation is the same thing, Sandra. We're going to actually get into it. I think I wrote it down. Oh, I didn't write it down. So he was basically saying, yeah, you're preparing. Wait. Hold on. Let me look at my notes because I want to make sure if I'm not going to talk about it. Oh, we're going to talk about it in a little bit. So your question will be answered in a second. VIP Catherine says, if it feels good to your heart, keep it. If it doesn't, goodbye. Yeah, just like spread kindness, you guys. Whoa. People just can't wait to be mean, and I'm like, karma. Okay, have a nice day, bye. So he says your body takes a screenshot of the experience that is emotionally charged from the past. So when this big emotional energy happens, you can think of yourself as like, you know, you take a screenshot on your phone of something that you want to remember or send to somebody or whatever, screenshot. He says it's like that. So when you're in a really emotionally charged situation, and typically, by the way, it's a negative charge, right? Because those are the ones we really remember the most. Your body takes a screenshot of it and it remembers. So anytime you go back to that thought, that memory, it's so strong because the emotions were so charged, so you've created long-term memory screenshot. When you go back to that, they don't just screenshot the memory. The body has screenshotted all of the chemicals that were released during that experience. Our bodies are doing us dirty. Like, what the heck, right? What the heck? Take a moment to let that sink in. VIP Aaron says, oof, just got out of the shower, always mic drops, and I have to just talk to myself. VIP Aaron, you got to figure out a way to like, I don't know, maybe there's some sort of technology that you can have like a shower keyboard and it connects to your phone on the counter in the bathroom and then it can like type. I don't know. You could invent it if you want. You'd probably make some money. VIP Deborah says, don't think you're correct on saying, once we get it all, we won't need you, always need your wise self. Oh, yeah, I don't think that though. I do believe that there's going to come a time where you are going to be like, I'm whole and I'm going to just listen to my own intuition. You still might be entertained by me or interested in what I have to say, of course, right? But there's going to come a time where, and VIP Deborah, you're basically there, right? Because you did the spiritual lesson this past month and you said, I didn't have anything to write. And I was like, well, that's really powerful, right? So think about that. Think about that. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not sad. It just is what it is. Mel L says, no wonder we have to rewire our brains. Water safe earbud mic. Yeah, there you go. Exactly, VIP Deborah. VIP Aaron says, I used to say to my personal training clients, you won't need me, but you may want me at the end. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The goal is to like fly, little birdie, right? Kara, GH88, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. So once again, he's saying the body takes a screenshot of the experience that is emotionally charged from the past. Every time you think of that experience, in other words, you dredge up this old memory, the body and the brain produce the same chemistry as if it were happening again. D Saturn, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. As if it were happening again. So the first time your body's jacked, your energy's jacked, you're in fight or flight, you're probably crying or something, whatever. Negative experiences typically have that, right? It's anger, it's frustration, it's fear, it's regret, it's sadness, it's grief, it's all these negative things, and all the hormones that just start blasting off in your body, and all this signals from the heart to the brain and through the body, that happens every time. Okay, so he says your body basically gets conditioned into the past. So you guys remember how I always tell you that we have to catch ourselves when we're starting to like negative self-talk or whatever, because otherwise we are copying and pasting our reality, yesterday's old news into today, into tomorrow, and it's copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Yeah, your body is conditioned for that. And he says that trauma is not just in the brain then at that point, but it's in your whole body too. And what are you? Your energy. Now, who cares? Don't let this like deter you. Don't let this conversation bring you down. It's just a conversation. We're not putting a perspective on it. We're just learning, right? It just is what it is. But who cares? Because you're so powerful. You're an energetic being. You control your energy. So you learn how to use your energy. You change your energy. You change your life. That's why Dr. Joe Dispenza always says, change your energy, change your life. Change your energy, change your life. Hey, Tony, welcome to the chat. Look at all these VIPs in the house. Yep, exactly. That is why emotions get stuck in the body. BBO sister, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. VIP Catherine says, negative experiences, trauma, pause the body, force your brain to remember that feeling to protect you again in the future from it. Your body remembers and doesn't forget. Yep. But we can train ourselves out of it. We can train ourselves out of it. So Catherine, yes, release the but doesn't forget, because yes, you can. You actually can. You can change the story, right? So let's release that part, because I think that could be a resistance. It does forget. Okay? And not anything good or bad, just a conversation, right? So he says the body then stays in survival mode, and everybody knows, Dr. James Doty has taught us, Tony Robbins tells us, Joe Dispenza tells us, Abraham Hicks tells us, every single one of them tells us that we cannot manifest and be the best creators that we came here to be for our own personal enjoyment and fulfillment and satisfaction and our own best reality when we're living in survival mode, okay? We just can't. It's not good or bad, it is what it is. We just can't, and let that be what it is. And say, okay, well, how much am I living in survival mode right now versus thrival mode? Maybe I'm at 51% thriving and 49% survival. Well, good, you're on the other side of it, right? But maybe you're like, well, I'm kind of more in survival mode. So what can I do? Because I can do lots. What can I do to get out of it so that I can bring myself into a better state and actually start manifesting my best life? Let's see. Yep, VIP Catherine to Tony, you guys got it. You know, you guys already know. You hang out, you know. VIP, you're in the Cosmic Collective, you know. VIP Deborah says, girls, I am proof of this. This is exactly what she just said. You can change it. Catherine says, haha, beat me to it, Tony. Sandra says, how do we move forward with people who hurt us and still have to see it and work with them? We can talk about that in a second. Okay. First, Sandra, we'll get to your question. Your first question, we're almost there. Survival to thrive. Yep, I'm thriving. I've decided to thrive in my life. I don't give a crap what anyone says. I am not laser focused in on what the rest of the world is doing because I know I create my reality. This is not to say I don't acknowledge the suffering. I don't acknowledge the separation and the hatred and all of the low vibrational things. I see that, but I also view it as people that are not in their highest vibration. And ultimately, I can teach you how to get into your highest vibration, but I can't do it for you. And so we just have to honor the suffering, send people love and compassion that are experiencing that, and allow them to find a higher vibration, right? By sharing your knowledge, I share my knowledge. And it's kind of like if he wanted to, he would. If they wanted to, they would. Okay? If you really wanted to change your life, you would. There's many resources to do it in this day and age, especially on the internet, especially here live every morning or on YouTube at I'm Lindsay with Love if they really take TikTok down, which I don't think they will. Okay, so he says that when you're in survival mode, when the body's in survival mode, it's not a time to love or be vulnerable, and most definitely it's not a time to create. He says to change. Now listen to this, because this was a powerful statement too. If some of you are figuring out how do I change my life, this is the answer from Dr. Joe Dispenza. Maybe close your eyes, open your ears, open your mind. Pay attention to what your body is telling you when I share this information. Maybe put your hands on your heart. He says, to change is to be greater than your body, to be greater than your environment, and to be greater than time. So good. So good. Ooh. Thoughts, feelings. Ooh, Court says. Stephanie, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Oh boy. Sayori? Is that how you say it? Sayori? Thina, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. My bad. Court. Ooh. Yep, I'll repeat. Ange B says, I feel like it's time to find you today. Been having a tough time. You resonate with me. Thank you. Ange B, you're welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing and being brave. Welcome to the chat. This happens all the time, by the way. I say something, somebody comes into the chat. They're like, holy cow, this is the confirmation I needed. This is the synchronicity that I was waiting for. So I'm glad I could be a messenger for you. I really am. Catherine, yep, I'll repeat it. VIP Deborah says, no words. Bears 13, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Ellie, VIP Ellie, yep, I will repeat. Mel also needed that in survival mode at this moment, which is why I've been quiet. That's okay. Allow yourself out of it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I choose differently. All right. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to take a sip of my spirulina, actually. Get some water going. For those of you that are new as a follower, thank you for joining us. And go check me out on YouTube at I'm Lindsay with Love. I do host, I'm live on YouTube as well right now. You can get tons of replays. This is so strange. My YouTube is so lagged or something. You can get all my replays. I've been streaming live on YouTube now for months. Thank you, Catherine, VIP Catherine, for that nudge, and I think VIP Aaron. And you can go check out all my past shows. I would really appreciate it if you followed me or subscribed there. Diana, thank you for the follow. VIP Catherine says, Mel Al, you're not in survival mode. You're working on new lessons your soul needs to learn. Yeah, reframe. Reframe. You're only in something, you only are something if you decide that's the label you're going to put on yourself, right? You're having a moment, a quick moment in time where you're feeling an emotion, right? But emotions are energy in motion. They move. And so I'm sad today. I'm not. I'm rarely ever sad at this point in my life. But say I was sad today. That doesn't mean I'm a sad girl all day, every day. It's just at this moment in time, I'm a little bit sad. Just like I would say, oh, I'm so happy today. Now, I can't say that I'm 100% happy all the time. Most of the time, I feel very content and satisfied with my life. I would say happy is a little bit more like woohoo all the time, right? But most of the time I'm feeling calm, content, satisfied, fulfilled. I think that's even better than like super happy, because it's something that you can really maintain, right? So be mindful of what you're deciding to tell yourself about what you are at this moment. Okay, Emma, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Diana, I think I said thank you for the follow, but if I didn't, welcome and thank you. Okay, so once again, let's say it. I'll say it. Close your eyes, hands on heart if you have the option to do that. Tap into the body. The body is a good indicator of the response. Maybe you feel a little bit of gurgling in the stomach and you're like, oh, that's your solar plexus, that's your confidence. Do you believe this statement? Maybe your heart starts kind of pulsating and you're like, okay, I think I believe this. So what are you feeling in the body? He says, and he is Dr. Joe Dispenza if you just joined us, to change is to be greater than your body and your environment and time. To change is something that requires consistent awareness. I know because I've done it for myself multiple times. I have broken through limiting beliefs around money, around my religion versus spirituality. I've broken limiting beliefs around insecurities and jealousy and worthiness. I've done it. It requires consistent effort. You have got to be greater than. I would add in your thoughts. So Sandra, for you, can you be greater than the environment, which is a coworker that hurt you? Can you be greater than that? And if you can't, maybe it's time to go get a better job and give yourself a pay raise while you do it. Right? VIP Ali says, I think shock is the emotion I'm feeling right now. Time, could you explain that one, please? Time in a sense that it's a consistent effort that's required. And so people will give up, right? So you've been D Saturn, great question. Our society has been programmed to be impatient, and it's intentional. When you can wrap your brain around the fact that you have been programmed to be impatient and it is intentional, you will start to win. We see big wins, Instagrammers, influencers, they're making tons of money overnight. We see Amazon delivering. I ordered this at like 9 a.m. and I got it by 5 p.m., right? Instantaneous, click of a button, right? The internet. Instant message, text message, email. We're programmed to be impatient. So we have to beat the clock. Excuse me. How do you do that? You recognize that consistency is really how people win. Ask anybody that's done anything that you want. A girl got abs, she got a bigger booty, a millionaire made $1 million. A YouTuber finally hit viral on TikTok, a YouTuber on TikTok finally hit viral and hit to be monetized. Ask any single person how they got what they wanted and they will tell you consistency. And so you've got to be greater than time. Oh, I did it for a whole week and nothing happened. I'm gonna quit now. Really? Really? Midwest is best. Everything is working for your greater good and in divine timing. Yep, that too. I believe that. I don't worry about the time because I know it's going to come to me when I'm ready for it. I shouldn't say when I'm ready for it, but when I've prepared myself from a frequency perspective to be a match to it. I don't control time. I control my frequency as much as I can. But not everything is in our control. How we react to things is in our control, and that's a big part of our emotions. So if we can get our emotions in a high vibrational state, then we're winning, right? Court says, I love that. VIP Aaron says, I call that peace and feeling joy. Yeah, that's me too. Like happiness is, I think, like bursts of happiness, but I like the contentment, the fulfillment, the satisfaction, the passion, the being locked into flow state where I'm just following my heart, and I have the ability to do that. I have the freedom of time. I have the luxury of time to do that. That's the best place to be, in my opinion. That's my own opinion. But yeah, I believe that too. Yeah, Catherine says, time is illusion. What's meant for me will never pass me by. Amen to that, my friend. That's why FOMO isn't real either. Because you can't miss out on anything that's not meant for you. You cannot. It will find you. assuming you have the faith for that, assuming you have the faith for that. But if you say it will find me, but you don't believe it, and then you kind of do kind of plan B things to show universe you don't believe it, then you're causing your own resistance and you're widening the gap for when it comes to you. VIP Aaron, thank you for the superpower hands. All right, so he goes on to say, to get out of the state of readiness. Now, Sandra, you asked a question at the beginning, and you said, what's the difference between readiness and preparation? So this, if you're still here, this is where the conversation goes. He says to get out of a state of readiness, meaning he describes readiness as this: you are thinking the worst case scenario and you prepare, you're getting ready just in case it happens. So to get out of that feeling. So these are like the doomsday preppers. These are like, I'm gonna tell myself I'm going all in on my business, but I'm gonna have Indeed.com up on my website to check the jobs every single day just in case I fail. It's that kind of vibe. It's conflicting energy. You can't be all in and having the plan B of going to get a corporate job. Also, just take that idea off your minds, because if you came from the corporate world and you left the corporate world to try to build your own business and you went back to the corporate world, like there's always going to be a job for you. Like, let's be real. So who cares? Like, who cares? And honestly, if a corporation at this point, I've been out of the corporate world now for 4 years, 4 years, if a corporation did not hire me back because I said for the last 4 years I've been building a business, and they didn't hire me back because I was out of the job market or out of the market for too long kind of a vibe, I would kind of be like, you're dumb, because that's what I would think. I wouldn't say that, but I would be like, that's kind of silly, because like the entrepreneurial journey is one of the most dedicated, consistent, empowering things that anybody could put themselves on. So it would be silly for you to like pass me by. That's what I would think. And then I wouldn't want to work for that person anyway, because I'd be like, I'm smarter. You know, it would get a little dicey for me, right? So getting out of the state of readiness, meaning stop the prepping, stop the plan B, stop the back burner idea, right? It's like the people that date somebody and they're like, well, I think I'll marry this person, but I'm gonna like string this other person along, text them once in a while, just, you know, just in case things don't work out with this person. It's that kind of vibe. Because eventually, guess what? Things aren't gonna work out with that person because you've got your attention scattered, right? So he says, you need to get into a state of love. And he says, you have to practice. This was really powerful. He says, you have to practice making the chemistry of love, making the chemistry of your body in a nice, energetic flow. You have to practice it. If you've been in a state of readiness, if you've been in I'm ready to survive today versus I'm ready to thrive today, it's going to take practice. Just like becoming a concert violinist will take practice every day, becoming an NBA star, becoming world's leading expert in XYZ, like whatever it is, it's going to take consistent practice, right? So we practice loving ourselves, we practice fueling our bodies with love, and we start to create the right kind of signals between the heart and the brain that are less about surviving and more about thriving. He says, you can place your attention to the heart. Now, he said today that they can measure the heart out 3 meters. I don't know how many meters, okay, this is bad, this is so like American of me, but meters to feet. So there's, 3, okay, yeah, so perfect. I would always say 10 feet. I would always say they can measure the heart out 10 feet. Scientifically, they can measure the energy of the heart out 10 feet. So 1 meter is 3.2 feet. So pretty spot on, 9.9 feet. Pretty good. Okay, so he says 3 meters, I say 10 feet. We're grooving there. He says, place your attention on your heart. Slow down your breathing. Breathe in 4 counts. Hold. Breathe out 4 counts. Hold. Box breathing, very simple. You have to remember to do it. Once again, I can tell you all the things, but you've got to do them. I can't breathe for you. Trust me, if I could, I would. I really would. I would just go around breathing and healing every single person without them having to do anything. Unfortunately, that's not exactly how the way it works. He says you can practice kindness, care, love, appreciation, and gratitude, and you will start to get good at feeling that way. So when you practice giving it out, you're going to start feeling, it's going to become your natural state. So people come onto this live and they say, oh, I wish I could be as optimistic as you. I wish I could be as happy as you, as calm as you, or whatever they say. And I'm like, well, you can, because 4 years ago, Lindsay, once again, was not, now I'm going to have to start to say 5, it's almost 6 years now, 5.5 years, was not that. I really wasn't, you guys, I promise you. Outwardly appearing, yes, sure. Inwardly, not so much, right? Not so much. And so you practice and you practice and you practice, and then eventually it becomes your state. That's your kind of identity. That's your aura. That's why so many people, I'm out of the street and people want to smile to me, they give me compliments, they want to talk to me about Pippi, they want to tell me how pretty my hair is, they want to talk to me about my outfit. This happens all the time. Because my aura, and I'm not trying to brag, but my aura exudes a calm, peaceful, welcoming energy. That's my intention every time I'm out in public. I don't want to give off like, don't talk to me, I'm that girl. No, I want to be a nice girl. It's cool to be nice, okay? All right. And comes in the surrendering. Yep, Diana, you're exactly right there. There is definitely some surrendering that needs to happen. VIP Catherine, thanks. VIP Aaron for making me a cowboy. I appreciate you being a title gifter. Thank you so much. VIP Catherine says, yes, thank you for the reminder. We have to truly believe and be patient. Am I getting used to the mustache? Because I feel like I was just like, oh, there it is. But every time I'm like, oh, the mustache. Oh, Brenda's got her eyes closed. Oh no. VIP Catherine says, and not do stuff as a backup plan when the divine fails. But can the divine fail? Question mark. Ask yourself, can the divine fail? Where's the faith, right? Because that's a faith and fear conversation, right, Catherine? Can the divine fail? D. Saturn says, it's really hard when you have kids, you're responsible for it. It's possible, I know, but yeah, of course. I mean, I don't have kids. I created my life in a way that this is what I decided to do. Kind of view the world as like my family, and I'm hopeful that I can really help raise the frequency of the planet, raise some humans out of sleeping mode into awakening mode, that type of thing. But yeah, of course, it's hard. It's hard when you're dealing with family. It's hard when you have a busy household, when you have to go to work. All of it is really hard. He says, you have got to set aside time. So he says, when the heart is activated, it's organized, and it tells the brain to shut down the survival system. He says, then the heart tells the brain to create. So once you're out of survival, you get to go into thriving. And once you're in thriving mode, you are in creation mode. And what is manifesting other than creating your reality? That's why it's so important to get your energy right. Now, if you're interested in that and you need a program, you need somebody to tell you what to do every single day, then join the Unleash Your Manifesting Power course. You can click the link in my bio and click healing courses, and it's in there. When you join that course, you will have the program. You will have what you need. You will be set up. I teach you on video. I give you exercises, kind of homework, and I promise you it will work. I know, because this is what I put myself through. I was my own test subject. After I got in a car accident where I thought I was going to die, 3 months after my dad died, the same day I decided to let my old business go, 3 days before mine and my dad's birthday. When I tell you my energy was jacked up, like, I don't like to swear, but it wasn't pretty. It really wasn't. I knew enough about energy, and I knew enough about what I really wanted to do with my life, which was this. And I thought to myself, if I'm ever going to do this, maybe I should be the living proof. Maybe I should be the living proof of my own talk. So I created the course for my own sanity, and then it worked so well that I said, okay, let the world have it. Let the world have it, okay? So, but once again, you guys, you do your own push-ups, right? You do your own weightlifting. VIP Aaron says, wait, VIP Aaron, what happened to your comment? Where did it go? VIP Catherine says, exactly, they can't fail, therefore you don't need a backup plan. Exactly, trust to be patient. Okay, there you go, Catherine. Yep. VIP Deborah says, exactly how I feel about helping people heal themselves, make them feel brighter, better, higher frequency. Yep, exactly. Last night was the strongest I've ever felt with our group in the club. It was amazing. You guys, I ended that call last night and I walked into our bedroom and my partner was like watching some silly YouTube videos or something, and he was just hanging out, and I was like, babe, and he's like, what? And I was like, my energy is like wild. And he's like, tell me about it. And I was like, well, by the way, I don't really share, it's private, right? If you're in the Manifesting Club, it's private. If you're in the Cosmic Collective, it's private. So I don't share stories, but I share the feelings, the vibe, the energy. And I was like, there was only 7 of us total. I was like, we blasted off. It was so crazy. And he's like, yeah, like I can tell, I can feel your energy. And I was like, I feel like I just need to like walk. And I like walked a few rounds in my apartment. I drank some water. I was like, I feel like I just need to like calm down, because that was so powerful. So yes, thank you for sharing that, VIP Deborah, because Woo! If you guys are interested in joining the Manifesting Club, it's only $11 a month. We manifest together again on the 29th of January at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time under the energy of the powerful new moon in Aquarius. Ooh, it's going to be a good one too, because Aquarius is all about your authenticity. So show up for yourselves on that new moon energy. Oh, 2025 calendar year is off to a good start, and I'm going to right now while we speak, I'm opening up the Manifesting Club doors. So I'm letting you get in if you want to do that. Click the link in my bio, choose Manifesting Club. Oh, it's on. Okay, it's turned on. Yep, and you can join. $11 a month. We manifest twice together each month, one new moon, one full moon. You just have to show up live on Zoom for yourself. Yeah, it was really powerful, VIP Deborah. Thank you for that. VIP Catherine says creating a backup plan is basically blocking it because it says you don't trust. Yep, exactly. Wow, I'm so sorry. That's okay, Court. I'm not sorry. I'm absolutely not sorry. You might think that's a crazy thing to say, I'm not sorry, but that was one of the most pivotal moments of my life. I needed a serious wake-up call because you know what I was doing? I was playing very small in my life. I was afraid to share my truth. I was afraid to tell people how gifted I am. And where was that leading me other than to frustration, heartache, annoyance, feeling like I wasn't living fully, feeling a little bit fake almost because I was like, I'm not doing what I really want to do. How annoying, honestly. I was so annoyed with myself. So as much as that was a very scary moment in my life, at the moment, I look back and I'm like, thank you, God, Source, Universe, Creator, whatever you want to call it. We don't put a label on it here. Choose your label. Thank you. Because that was like really the catalyst I needed. By the way, the catalyst will come. I had many catalysts before that accident, but that was like the big shebang. That was the wake up call, right? I don't know how we could get, like, I don't know how the universe could have been any more aggressive in its approach. Other than had I like broken a bone or something. I didn't get my fingernail ripped off. Not my fingernail, actually, just my nail. So it wasn't even like bloody or anything. I was just like fine. So it was actually a very powerful moment in my life. And it's one of those like made me stronger. And it allowed me to realize that we have this, I believe we've had past lives. I do believe energy is continuous and it carries on forever, but this is the life I'm in now. So do I play like a little wimp on the sidelines, or do I put myself in as the star of this show, as the captain, as the VP, VIP, MVP, numero uno? What do I decide? And it was in that moment that I was like, okay, if I go tomorrow, am I going to be satisfied that I've transitioned out of this physical body, or am I going to feel like I left it on the table? And I don't want to leave anything on the table. I want to do what I want to do in this life. So that's why I'm here. Whew. Sometimes we get into that story and it's so powerful. Even me, I'm like, yes, like that was such an experience. Holy cow. I wonder how you come down after those heavy sessions, VIP. A VIP Aaron, yeah. Not heavy. I feel like it, like a better word might be charged, supercharged. That session last night was supercharged, and I was in a flow. When I was taking you guys through the meditation, I was channeling. I was just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's how it felt. So it was a lot of fun, actually. The energy was on fire. Ah! Yeah, Bex. Oh, you guys, sorry, don't go. Sorry, I accidentally hit the wrong button. I'm screenshotting over here because I want to use this these promo materials. Bex says, yeah, and realize it's okay to stumble in your journey, hop back on and learn. Yeah, for certain. But is it a stumble, or is it, hey, Bex or whoever, you're tired and you're not really listening to your energy right now. So we're going to make you even more tired so that you honor your energy and you just take a rest for a little bit. And then once you feel rested, you can get back into the spreading of the love, the understandings, the teachings, the whatever. I don't look at it as a stumble. I don't think there's anything that's a stumble. I think it's simply when you honor your energy, you won't feel like you have to stumble off. And so it's a reminder like, oh, maybe I'm not honoring my energy. So this catalyst is coming, right? And it's okay, you guys. It's less critiquing of ourselves. The energy was really healing last night. VIP Ali, the energy was really healing. In general, in the sky, yeah, the energy, the full moon energy. Thank you for sharing the live, Bex. VIP Catherine says, oof, thank you for the confidence reminder. Sharing my truth will help someone. Yeah. Yeah. Jax, thank you for the follow. Wow, I love that. Thanks, Court. Supercharged is a word. Yeah, it was supercharged. And B, thanks for sharing. Bex says, yes, that makes sense. A reminder to balance and heal your energy. Always learning. Yep, always. VIP Ellie says, definitely just went through a regrouping period. It was needed to be where I'm at now. Ooh, I love that. Emma says, do you offer any discounts for one-on-one session for low-income earners? I'm on disability benefits. You can message me. I don't really do one-on-one. I have one private client right now. I'm really trying to move away from one-on-one, but you can DM me. We can talk about it. Okay, so let's finish the conversation. We're almost there. We're almost there. Uh-oh. Well, we were, but then I closed my notes to go to my Stripe. So 1 second. Reopen the notes because we're almost there. All right, finally he says, yep, we are there. The last thing he reminds people in that video is he says, this is a daily practice. In other words, paying attention to your heart, slowing down your breath, practicing kindness, care, love, appreciation, gratitude is a daily practice. It doesn't need to be 5 hours a day, you guys. 5 minutes, 1 minute. 1 minute of intentional breathing is better than 0 minutes of intentional breathing. 30 seconds of intentional breathing is better than 0 seconds of intentional breathing. 10 seconds of intentional breathing is better than 0 seconds of intentional breathing. Let's not place time limits or constraints on ourselves. We are all moving and grooving. We're all trying to create our best reality. I recognize that. So take 3 seconds, take 10 seconds, whatever you can take. Okay? He says, realize that survival is not a state to create in. So you must create time in your calendar to reset your energy each day. Thank you for the heart meet, Emma. 111. All right, you guys, it's 10:04. So once again, a little bit over time, but hey, I started at 9:07 after I lost my earring, lost my nail, and you know, all those other wild things that happened to me already this morning. Reminder, starting tomorrow, unless you are a VIP, so starting tomorrow, non-VIP, non-subscribers to my TikTok channel, we will not be doing the manifesting and the energetic wave together. For YouTubers that are watching, can you join me on TikTok if that's what you want to do with me? It's at Lindsay with Love, and you can subscribe for $4.99 a month. That's it. $4.99 a month will get you Wednesday through Friday of manifesting and energetic wave. So this is the last day we're all doing it together for free, 50 free. All right, VIP Erin, have a great day. And Emma, I am on live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday through Friday. Go girl. I'm proud of that consistency because it has helped me. Did I miss that announcement, VIP Erin? Maybe. I started announcing it yesterday, but you're a VIP, so it's okay. You'll be here. But it won't be, yeah, but it won't be on, see, that's the thing, is it won't be on replay on YouTube because there's no way for me to kind of manage that right now. So, yeah, sorry. But you know what, I'm going to try to do my best to end at, you know what, for those that are used to the 9 to 10, I will end at 10. It just has to be what it is. I just need to be mindful of my time. No, you don't adjust, I'll adjust. It's part of my show. I don't want to be on here past an hour anyway. I feel like an hour of all of my knowledge for free is more than enough. More than enough. So I'll adjust my time. You stay on your time. And tomorrow will be the first day I do it. Okay, so we're writing down our manifestations. Step 1, write down your desire, add in your emotions or the 5 senses. Step 2, read it silently. Step 3, read it out loud. Step 4, visualize. So let's get writing. I am in EST, Eastern. It's 3:06 p.m. It's 10:06 a.m. where I'm at right now. So I'm going to start with, I vividly see, because now I'm already seeing, I vividly see 20 million followers on my TikTok page or more. And I feel so proud and excited. So now I'm feeling so proud and excited. By the way, you guys, we started this a month and a week ago, and I've gained, oh boy, where am I at? I can't remember. Where am I at? 23? How many TikTok? I think I'm at 22. You guys, I can't even remember how many TikTok followers I have. Anybody? VIP Deborah, how many TikTok followers do I have? let's see. I can open it really quick. 26. Okay, so I started at 18.5. I'm at 26.2. So I've gained almost 8,000 TikTok followers since we started, count them, 9 weeks ago. 9 weeks, almost 6,000 followers. Okay, and I feel so proud and excited. Did I do that math right? 18, and now I'm at 26. Is that what I said? Oh my gosh, my brain isn't even working. 18 and 8 is 6. Yeah, okay. Proud and excited to share this with my partner. So I feel so proud and excited to share this with my partner. And I hear him say, so now I'm already hearing, so I have 3 of the 5 senses covered. I hear him say how proud he is of me, to keep going, babe, and how I'll be at 40 million followers in no time. Now read it to yourself. And then read it out loud. So I'm going to do that. And if you need help creating your manifestation with, thank you VIP Deborah, if you need help creating your manifestation with the emotions or the senses tapped in, write down what you need. You're welcome, Court. Yeah, Catherine, I'll think about that. I'll think about that. It's kind of building 2 different things out. It's building 2 different things out, so let's see. I mean, you could honestly just go catch any of the other ones that are on YouTube replay, honestly. I think the power of it is in, it's a power, the power of it I think is in person, but you could always catch a YouTube replay of it. So it's not like I'm really taking much away from anybody. Okay, so read your manifestation silently to yourself. Then read it out loud. I vividly see 20 million followers on my TikTok page or more, and I feel so proud and excited to share this with my partner. And I hear him say how proud he is of me, to keep going, babe, and how I'll be at 40 million followers in no time. That's okay, VIP Catherine. All right, now step 4 is Dr. James Doty says, he's a neurosurgeon, by the way. He proved that we move out of our sympathetic system into our parasympathetic system. I think that's right, to manifest. Just like Dr. Joe Dispenza tells us, just like everybody else tells us, you cannot manifest in survival mode, you have to manifest in thriving mode. You cannot manifest in fear mode, you have to manifest in love mode for the people that don't want the scientific terms. Dr. James Doty, D-O-T-Y. He had a conversation with Mel Robbins like a month ago or so. Belia, yes. Go ahead and type it, but we're going to finish this series real quick. So he says you can put your hands in prayer and visualize. Let's add some flair to it. I like to get my hand chakras moving and grooving. Every single person on this planet, I do not care what you try to tell me, but we all have chakras in our hands, okay? This is my belief. Choose your belief, but every single human has chakras in their hands. I like to put mine on my heart, and then we breathe into our heart. Did we not just learn from Dr. Joe Dispenza how powerful it is to breathe into the heart? So we close our eyes, we breathe into the heart. The air is physically going through our nose. Everybody knows that. But can you make the air move through your heart directly? And on the exhale, it comes out of the heart. And you breathe into the heart. Nice and slow, and you exhale out of the nose, out of the heart. And you exhale, and you exhale, and you exhale, and you breathe in nice and slow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you breathe in and you visualize when you're doing this, a flower blooming. The flower is like your energetic aura, so you really build it out, big, big, big. And you exhale it closing, nice and soft. And you do this a few times. And then you begin to become the leading actress in your life. You are the VIP. You don't need a car accident to remind you of that. I already experienced that for you, so I'm just telling you now that you are the VIP of your life, just so you're all clear. and you start to act it out. I greet my man at the door. I give him a kiss. Hi, babe. How was your day? The dog is going crazy. She wants to give kisses to her daddy, and I hand her over. He's got his backpack on still. We walk into the other room. I take the doggy back. He takes off his backpack. I give him the dog back. This happens all the time. And we go sit on the sofa, and I'm like, how did it go? Like, tell me about your day. And he's like, kind of tells me a little bit. And then he's like, how was your day? And I'm like, babe, oh my gosh. And then I hand him my phone. I'm moving my arm right now if your eyes are closed. And I give him my phone. And I'm sitting there with this smile on my face, waiting for him to respond. It's gonna go one of two ways. Like, he's gonna go wild and crazy, we did it, or he's gonna be like, oh my gosh, kind of speechless. Now that I think about it more, he comes along on this journey with me, so he kind of always knows a little bit where I'm at in my business. Of course, he's also a CFO, so he helps me with my planning of my business anyway, sort of. And he's like, holy cow, you did it. And it's just a very exciting but calm moment at the same time, because we've been expecting it. We've been assuming it and anticipating it. So although we're very happy and it's an elated moment, we're also like, yeah, obviously this was gonna happen, right? Can you experience that feeling of excited anticipation while being patient at the same time? Excited anticipation while being patient at the same time. And that is what you do, Dr. James Doty says. Bella, so the 8th house is all about shared resources and deepening your own energetic transformation. And so with a full moon, it could be that there are releases. So maybe you're no longer sharing a bank account, or you and a business partner split up. Now, this is not an end all be all. This is not to say this is going to happen for every single person. That is a potential, because that's where the energy is happening for you in the 8th house. It could be that you're transforming yourself and you've gone through such a great transformation that you decide that you're no longer on your parents' cell phone plan. I don't know, right? It could be something like that, where you're like, I'm taking over this financial thing, or I'm doing this. So that's what I meant by that. All right, let's get on the energetic wave and call it a day. And tomorrow the show will end at 10 a.m. and it will start at, I don't know, 9 a.m. hopefully, assuming I don't fling a nail off or lose an earring. Starting tomorrow, for those of you that are VIP subscribers, you will get the manifestation and the energetic wave. And if you're not a VIP subscriber, that's okay, no worries. You can get it for free Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's for my VIPs. All right, and my squeaky chair is gonna be gone by tomorrow. Tomorrow I get my chair. So maybe Thursday, let's see what time it comes in. Let's close our eyes, reset breath in through the nose, belly nice and full. Letting it go. We're deep breathing like Dr. Joe Dispenza says, breathing in. Letting it go. One more deep breath in. Letting it go. We still have the full moon energy, you guys, and the full moon last night in Cancer was really powerful because it helped us release insecurities. So if you didn't do any release work yesterday, I would recommend that you do some releasing of insecurities today. And that can take many forms, so, you know, tap into your own energy. I don't want to guide you on that, just you know what you need to release, you know what likely is holding you back. So maybe you're going to release that thing, maybe you're stepping into, maybe you visualize yourself stepping into just to the right ever so slightly, and it's you shifting into a new frequency where that thing is gone. Perhaps you are ready to manifest something. So think of that thing. Repeating out loud, if you can, only silently if you must. The words you speak do have power. So use your voice and say them with conviction from your solar plexus chakra. This is the energy of your confidence, your personal power in all matters of growth and expansion. Say them with intention and love from your heart chakra. Because this is truly, whoa, I don't know what that was. This is where you truly manifest. That was strange. Okay. Say these words out loud if you can, only silently if you must. I am strong and I can do this. And you smile big and you show me your teethers. You're happy that you have this knowledge and you're taking it a step further than most people that have the knowledge. You're actually implementing it into your life and changing your reality. That is where the excitement comes from. If you just have the knowledge and you don't do anything with it, you're frustrated. Been there, done that, trust me, I know. I freaking did it. Why? because I knew I could do it. I am strong, and I can do this. Smiling big and showing me your teepers. You're happy, you're creating your best reality. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. And you're thinking of that thought, that feeling, that thing that you just visualized, and you're breathing in, and you're pulling the idea, the thought, the feeling up the chakra system, giving it to the God Source Universe Creator out of the crown chakra, the top of the head, for God Source Universe Creator to see and experience and feel and understand what the heck we are co-creating together. And on the exhale, you bring it down the chakra system, down, 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 the back of the spine, cementing it into the root in a clockwise fashion, bringing it into your physical reality, down to earth. One more time, breathing up, pulling this idea, this thought, this feeling up, up, up the chakra system, giving it to God Source Universe Creator out of the crown. And on the exhale, you're bringing it down the chakra system, where you are cementing it in a clockwise fashion in the root chakra. Good. One more time. I am strong, and I can do this. Smile big and show me your teepers. When we force a smile, we're raising our vibration. Even if you're ticked off, you're still raising your vibration doing this. I freaking did it. Why? Tell me why. Because I knew I could do it. Oh, you are on the energetic wave, my friends. I hope you have quite an amazing day. I hope to see some of you inside of the Manifesting Club for only $11 a month. I hope to see some of you inside the Cosmic Collective. Oh, Cosmic Collective, the price is increasing from $33 to $49 tomorrow. Count it, tomorrow. So get in while the getting is good. It is $33 a month still today, tomorrow. A different story, so please jump in if you're interested. I write astrology reports. I have healing courses. There's free master classes on my website. There's free frequency guide in my link in my bio. There's lots of free resources on my site as well. So take charge of your life. You create your reality, right? I can't do it for you, but I can definitely lead you there and give you the resources that you need. All right, you guys, have a great day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye to my YouTubers. Have a great